Multnomah County deputies have just released new information in a boat crash near Sauvie Island that killed one person and put 4 others in the hospital. Deputies responded late Saturday night after a 911 call about a boat that had run ashore on Northwest Gillahan Road. They arrived to find one woman dead. Deputies have just identified her as 25-year-old Rosalind Lopez of Portland. The 4 others, including the driver of the boat, were taken to the hospital and are expected to recover. Deputies say the 33-foot cabin cruiser hit part of a metal walkway that extended to the dock. We just got this image actually from firefighters. Deputies are now working to determine whether speed, impairment, or lighting were factors.